Konbanwa guys, this is not the hooded Cobra Commander, this is Phil, a Kiwi in Japan. Welcome to Treasures for Trigger. It's a bit of a cold night, almost at the end of winter now, but doing another video tonight with a bit of a wrestling theme. So maybe I'll take off my hoodie so you can see me a bit better. The date today is March the 9th, 2022. I love my sport, and we were rocked the past few days with the news about Shane Warne's heart attack. He's a very famous, probably the most famous cricketer that was living at the time. Before his tragic death a few days ago, he died of a heart attack at the age of 52. So yeah, that sort of news sort of shocks you a bit. And being in Japan, you get a bit of time over here to think about things, probably more than you should. But yeah, it does make you start to think about your mortality and living life. And yeah, real shock news about Warne. He was an absolute classic bloke. So yeah, I got a package today. Ironically, well, I don't know if that's the correct word or not, but coincidentally, I guess, the guys in the box here also came to sort of early deaths by heart attack. So let's have a see who's in here. A few famous names, and a couple of figures that I've been really excited to get. So I'm going to turn around the camera so you can get a closer look at the figures as I unopen them. Cool. Alright guys, so I've still got Bam Bam Bigelow here as my King of the Ring. So again, let's see if any of these guys in the box can dethrone Bam Bam. So we'll rip it open. So yeah, for those who I guess not my part of the world, Shane Warne, this cricketer that I mentioned who tragically died recently, he's basically the equivalent of Kobe Bryant in terms of his pedigree, I guess, in terms of being a cricketer. So I guess for kind of Aussies, Kiwis, British people who follow cricket, the sudden death of Shane Warne is probably the equivalent of hearing about Kobe Bryant's death a year or two back, when he tragically died in the helicopter crash. The first wrestler I've got here is the British Bulldog. So he looks fantastic. I love him. He was, again, I think I've mentioned before, I've got a couple of copies of this guy. Now he was one of my favorites growing up as a kid. So yep, I'm very happy to have him again. But he wasn't the main guy that I was after. And actually, the British Bulldog has got quite a connection with Japan as well. I hope you saw a video of mine recently when I looked at some of the Hasbro figures and their relationship with Japan. So the British Bulldog, also known as Davey Boy Smith, obviously with the British Bulldogs, he teamed up with the Dynamite Kid. They were fighting individually in the New Japan Pro Wrestling Federation back in 1983, and they had a three-way feud with a wrestler called Cobra, or George Takano, over the NWA Junior Heavyweight title. So that initially happened, and then apparently after that tournament, Davey Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid basically formed their tag team, and then they went over to the WWF sort of in the mid 80s. So they spent a bit of time in the WWF, and then they ended up going back to Japan again, sort of late 80s, here 1988 to 1990, and consequently after that, this guy here, Davey Boy Smith, came back to the WWF in 1990 on his own. So yeah, that's pretty fascinating, that history that he has with Japan. So In terms of the dark side of the ring, the dark side of things, yeah, so he died at the age of 39, far out, cause of death, heart attack. So yeah, that's oh my goodness, it's extremely young. The next one that I've got, the Ultimate Warrior. Okay, so he's the version 2. You've seen him in another video of mine. So yep, very happy to get him again. So I have these two guys, but this time around I'm really happy to get the version 3 Ultimate Warrior. So he is fantastic. Yeah, love his tights there. I love his purple get up, his warrior symbol on his clothes. So yeah, here's a bit of a comparison. It's not a comparison video, but a bit of a comparison between the two here. He actually looks a lot sort of bulkier in the shoulders and so forth in the version 3 compared to the version 2. Maybe he had done a few more gorilla presses by the time he reached the version 3 copy of the Warrior. So yep, very happy to get the version 3 Ultimate Warrior. He's a very popular character. I've seen him, he's got a bit of a stomping action there. I've seen him rated as a favourite amongst some Hasbro collectors. So yep, very happy with him. He had the old heart attack as well in 2014. Died at the age of 54. I think he died as he was walking towards his car, actually, not long after he'd been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. So yeah, you know, he's right up there with Hulk Hogan as being one of the main faces of the WWF. So yep, 54, not too much older than Warnie. Alright, the final one that I got today. I'm super happy to get this. This is the Series 1 Macho Man, and this is the Macho Man that I remember and love watching the wrestling as a kid, with his goggles and his starred tights, the orange colours there. So I've got a Macho King, but yeah, this guy's fantastic. He looks like he's ready to drop the elbow off the top rope. And yeah, I'm so happy to get him. He looks great. He just looks so iconic. So yeah, he's in pretty good condition as well. So yep, I think he's a Series 1 figure. I'm very happy to have him. Whoops, again another one goes down. Sorry, Ultimate. So the Macho Man, yeah, he went pretty early as well. Randy Savage, of course. Oh yeah, Randy Savage. Yeah, 58. He passed away in 2011, again from a heart attack. So yeah, I think he was driving his car at the time. Bit sad, the old WWF. They brought so much entertainment and fun to us as fans. But yeah, a lot of them, I guess, you know, they lived the life, and yeah. So I've got Bam Bam here. As I mentioned, he was the defending champion. From this, I'm sorry Bam Bam, I'm going to be giving up the world title belt for the evening, for the time being, to the Macho Man. I'm really happy to get him. Oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. So he is the new King of the Ring, the new champion of Phil's his WWF Hasbros for the time being. So yeah, I'm building up these Hasbros very nicely. I think I've got about 50 to 55 figures now. I'm getting there. I think I've got basically all of the figures, the key figures that I really want to get. So anything from now on in is just an added bonus. I'm super happy to get the Warrior version 3 and Macho Man Series 1. Okay, so I'll wrap the video up in a minute. Hey. There's a different side of me. Thanks for watching the video. I've just been having a wee quick look at Bam Bam Bigelow while I've been here, actually. He also left us at the tender age of 45 from a drug overdose, not the heart attack. So yeah, rest in peace, you guys, and Shane Warne as well. And yeah, it just really makes you think. I'm sure if you asked these guys at the pearly gates if they regret anything, I'm sure they have a few regrets, but you know, in terms of their career, their legacy, their legend, I'm sure they wouldn't change too many things. They were absolutely our heroes growing up as kids. So we have a lot that we need to thank them for. So yeah, live life to the full. Enjoy every moment, enjoy your collecting, enjoy your hobbies, as I've said in a previous video. Oh, alright guys, sorry, enough of the deep and meaningful stuff. Have a lovely evening. See you next time. This is Phil, a Kiwi in Japan. Treasures for Trigger. Subscribe, check out the Instagram. Bye.